Hello everyone and welcome to this new moon in Gemini forecast. This new moon will happen on the 22nd of May, and it is a very important new moon because it will happen in the middle of the Pleiadean Portal, the Pleiades, the seven sister stars, which is a cluster of stars which is really active at this point in time. This every year from the 16th to the 24th of May, more or less, this portal gets activated, and then it brings a completely new energy into, it sends a completely new energy down to earth. It is said that the Pleiades are the home of advanced being that spread the message of love and light, and they send this light through our sun to the earth. On the 20th, which is actually tomorrow, we will have the peak of the energy of this portal. So the new moon, which is going to happen on the 22nd, will be completely immersed into this very high, the peak energy of this portal, and then it will help us awaken and move through rising consciousness, let's call it like that, because it's going to help us cope with things we are already struggling with, which is actually what the theme of this new moon. Practically, the portal will help us align, tune in with the reality of which is aligned with our thoughts and our heart, and then in order to help us feel the light that we are. So it's really a very important time, because being a Gemini full moon, a new moon, will bring a sort of an inner conflict. You know, the two twins of the Gemini constellation are actually the two sons of two very important beings. One was the king of Sparta, and the other one was the king of the son of the king of Jupiter. And they both have the same mother, but because of the different father, they have a completely different nature. So exactly what's happening here, because we have this moon happening on the 22nd of May in year 2020. If we take the zero, we drop the two zeros off, we're going to see that is a 22-5-22, which means that we are going to mirror. Something is going to be mirrored. So 5 is the energy of in numerology is the energy of Mercury, which is also it's also called the jolly. Jolly means that 5 changes and according you can put that you changes according to the nature of where you're going to find it. When you put a joker in your card, you have a joker, and then you can put it anywhere you want in your spread, and you can use it, make it baptize, let's call it like that, the way you want it. And the same is the 5 here. For this 5 is going to mirror something about us, and it's going to show us our oscillation between who we think we are and who we truly are, which is really the energy of this lunation. Practically, the son of the king of Sparta is the human aspect within us, while the son of the king of the god Jupiter is actually our divine nature. And we are going to be asked which way we want to go, which way we want to we feel we truly are. And it's going to trigger a deep inner conflict in order to help us to make a choice, choose what we truly want to be and who we truly want to be. So the 22-5 is a 27-9, so we are going to burn everything we think we love in order to move it, to go through a process of interiorization, digest the past and leave behind all the misunderstanding and our old belief system. And then in order to find what we truly love, because the concept is that the 22 is called in esoteric numerology the seed of the new man, the seed of the divine man. And then it's also talking about listening to our insight about who we feel we are. So we are asked to jump and have the courage to face and manifest our inner project. It's about choosing to be a fool, because 22 in the esoteric tarot cards is the card of the fool, and is actually the possibility, being a fool in the sense of giving us the possibility to choose what we had never had the courage to choose, to follow within ourselves. So we really need to go deep within in order to uplift the whole purpose of life to the inner choice. And so for the inner life, sorry. And for that reason, we have to check all the different motives that up to now have moved us and has driven us and has guided us. So we need to accept what we've been. We need to accept who we are, but also we need to accept who we have become. And then one of the key words of the Oracle of Delphi was, "Man, know thyself." So it's time to become a warrior, to have the courage to express and manifest our inner vision. And then this moon is helping us see the inner duality, get into a conflict with that in order to shift and move into a new direction. So it's a very important time, and also the degrees of the moon is showing us from the Sabian symbol point of view, because it's going to be at 2 degrees 4 minutes 44 seconds. We're going to be shown this duality, and 4 is about follow the vision, and then 44 is about following what you truly love. So again, it's the same concept, because we feel we are no longer part of the old way of being. This Gemini is related to the Lung Meridian, and when the Lung Meridian doesn't work properly, it reveals our deep inner grief, because we feel we have lost our essence, our own essence. And we feel that we are here in this world, we are like visitors, and because there's nothing that really can change the way we feel. So, but for that reason, we are not capable. We won't receive new ideas, new emotion, new experiences, because there's nothing that can stimulate our mind. There's nothing that can make us feel enthusiastic or feel excited about something. So this energy is specifically related to the what inspires us, because the Lung Meridian is also called the priest or the minister of heaven, and it's like telling us, because the minister or the priest is the one who puts us in, makes us connect with the Heavenly Father. And because there's no connection with the Heavenly Father, with the source, with life, with the origin, we really feel completely depleted, completely powerless, but also not. We don't feel any inner drive to go ahead and live our own life. So purposeless, that's the word, purposeless and uninspired. So because the Lung Meridian talks about breathing, the breath, we breathe through our skin. It is also, so it's related to our skin. It is also related to our sweet glands. It is related to smell and speak with a clear voice. And then we need to ask to leave behind, stop controlling our life and allowing ourselves to let go the old way and to surrender completely to the inner self. Because at this lunation, Aldebaran, which is the fixed star associated to Archangel Michael, Mercury and Venus and Vulcan and Vesta and the North Node will push us, will set the stage for our tumultuous deep inner process, because we are going to have a very strong emotional outburst of feeling, and then this outburst is going to have a huge impact on our mental concept, and then help us in our own process of individualization. And because the show is over, the old way of being is over, and the hour of decision has come. We need to prune, cut, let go, because we feel let go of the old and live from the heart, from a place within ourselves that is going to bring us joy, and then in order to experience the power of new beginning. So Uranus in this is going to be quite strong at this lunation, because it's going to be square to Saturn, Pallas Athena, Jupiter and Pluto, which all of them are in trine to the Sun and the Moon. So is a deep phase. We're going to experience a deep space faith in the cyclic renewal. We're going to have faith in we're going to be able to create happiness in dark hours, and then Saturn is going to develop our inner security to be able to meet our own crisis, in order to come to trust our inner new values and manifest what we feel is our true idea of life. Inner life, I mean. The inner life has to become the guidance, the new way, the inspiration through which we're going to create the future. And it's a time of a rebirth, because we have to stand uncompromisedly on our own truth, and because only in that way we are going to have a growth, rise in consciousness, and then we are going to become the incarnation of our own spiritual ideas. So it's a time of choice, and it's a time of transformation. We say in the esoteric, in the Rosomacolocal system, we say that when the 22 is the bottle of rebirth. So it's the bottle of giving ourselves a new breath, a new way of to breathe a new energy within us in order to move into something new. And there is a choice, a big time for choice, but choice where it doesn't have to be a choice that comes from our mind, from our judgment, from our rationalization, but it's a choice that has to come from listening to our own heart. So it's a time where we really have the opportunity to put down the foundation 22 of our divine seed, put down the foundation of our new divine life. And then this is going to happen in the next few months, because 2020 is a big year of represents giving birth, gestation, giving birth to something new. And we are going to look at each other in the sense of the inner self, look at the two parts of our own self, our soul and our personality, look at them in the mirror, and then having to choose what we truly want and what we're going to create. And there's not a wrong choice to be made, because nothing is ever wrong, but we are given a big possibility to start our life, planting and living our life in a new way, with no survival issues, no fear, because the life doesn't have to be molded on the outside, but we have to create it, co-create it from within by listening to who we truly are. On the 6th and the 7th of June, I'm going to have a 1-day workshop in English language. So if you're going to be part of it, you can look at our website, www.internationalinitiationschool.com, and there we will talk about your numbers. We will talk about, on the first day, your day and month, and the effect of being born on that day and in that month from the consciousness point of view. And on the day after, we are going to look at the letters in your name and learn about what is called the signature number, which is actually very important, that shows our karmic signature in our life. Karmic not in a negative way, in the sense of the potential that we can be. Sorry about having to change the live broadcast from yesterday to today, but I had a huge internet problem yesterday. So wishing you a wonderful moon and a wonderful time for contemplation. And then especially tonight, because tonight is the peak of the Pleiadean Portal, ask the universe to support you in listening, manifesting, expressing, living your inner voice. Because as we say, we can live in a completely new way and create something not from the intellect but from the heart. Wishing you all the best and have a wonderful new moon. Bye bye.